Hey there folks, and welcome back to the Gamer's Grotto. Today we're going to be playing some Cursed Feed. This is a indie game made by two gentlemen under PlayStage Interactive. I've been collecting these games for a while by PlayStage Interactive. They're all made in Unreal Engine 5, and a majority of them use live actors, full motion video, equipped with mixed with Unreal Engine 5 rendered visuals. So it's actually a really neat process and amazingly done for an indie game company made by two guys. So PlayStage Interactive, you can find their YouTube channel on YouTube under PlayStage Interactive. They stream a lot of the games that they've made in the past, and they're really approachable and really cool dudes. So yeah. So this is one of their newer games called Cursed Feed. In this game, we play as a ghost hunter, and we're exploring a haunted house where a mass murder happened. So we're going to hop right into this right now. Let's play Cursed Feed on the PS5. So as you can see, going into this, we got some really nice visuals here. Now these games are famous for being dirt cheap. So you're getting Unreal Engine 5 games for less than the price of a cup of coffee. So all of their games sell for $1. And you can find them on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. And yeah. And they're literally $1. And for $1, you cannot go wrong, man. These games are freaking awesome. All right, so first thing we're going to do as the ghost hunter is collect the tripods. We're going to set up some tripods inside the house.
April 4th, 2018, approximately 2100 hours. Arrived at 45 Mill Road, the Thornvale family residence. Here to investigate reports of paranormal activity following the deaths of the family. Neighbors have claimed Richard Thornvale allegedly murdered his wife Margaret and daughter Emily before committing suicide. House has remained vacant since the incident. Neighbors also have claimed to observe unusual happenings over the last few weeks, although not confirmed by local police reports.
So think of this game less like a
Proceeding now to install a set of security cameras.
This game feels kind of like Phasmophobia, except you have less things. So we just have the tripod cameras, and we'll have an EMF reader as well as we progress through the game. Those are our two objects that we have. So it doesn't have as many high-tech gadgets to mess around with like as Phasmophobia does, but it plays out a little bit different than Phasmophobia, and it uses live actors, as I said, for the ghosts, which is incorporated really well into the Unreal Engine 5 visuals. And I gotta say, I'm very impressed with this company because it's two guys who are working on these games, and that's it. That's just the credits are so funny because they're over in like a second. It's just like two names in the credits, and it's like, oh, it's done. That's it. That's all it is. And I gotta say, there has not been a single game that PlayStage Interactive has made that has let me down. They definitely are a really good company, and I urge those of you interested in horror games with ghosts and stuff like that, and just really good Unreal Engine 5 games in general, to pick these up, because again, they are only about $1, and you're getting really high quality gameplay for that dollar.
Hours. All cameras are in place. Now heading back to the van to start monitoring.
Now, if you're curious about the guy's voice, he actually mentions earlier, I may have talked over top of it, but he's using a voice distorter in case he ends up freaking out and having to leave stuff behind. He doesn't want his actual voice being on that recorder that he's using, because he doesn't want people to track him down, I guess. So he uses a voice distorter when he's talking through the voice recorder. All right, let's start checking out these cameras. So we're basically looking for any kind of ghost activity now that we've equipped the tripods into the house. Now, ghost activity can consist of anything from flashing lights to doors opening and closing and full-on spectral manifestations. I'm definitely hearing some banging, but I think that's just the sound effects coming from the music. Now, sometimes this can take a while. I mean, like, they don't happen right away as soon as you set up the camera, but over time, you'll get more and more evidence. And then once the character we play as feels like he has enough evidence, he will actually... What is that hissing sound? That's weird. That just started. I thought at first that was a ghost orb near the desk, but that's not. That's just reflection from the window. All right. Clicking sound. Hissing just stopped. Interesting. I don't know what the hell that is. I was wondering if it's just related to the music. Flashing reflection on the window there. That looks like it's coming from that TV that's left on. Yeah, that's just from the TV. Alright. Now, in case you're wondering why, all the lights are left on and the TVs are left on, this is happening right after the mass murder just happened. So we're here illegally, hunting for ghosts because we believe that there's ghost activity in the house. The cops, I think either have already investigated or are in the process of investigating, or possibly have not investigated yet. Basically, we're here illegally, and we're looking for any evidence of any paranormal activity. Okay, so that hissing is a part of the music, so it's not related to anything. It's just sound effects. Not seeing anything yet on any of these cameras, but that can change pretty quickly in this game. There we go. All right, so we got evidence here. We got a closet door opening and closing by itself. All right, so let's go check that out. Let's check out that room.
Noticing unusual activity on camera 6. Wardrobe door in the laundry room is slamming shut repeatedly, as if caught in a loop. No visible cause. I'm heading inside to check the wardrobe in the laundry room. Possible physical disturbance.
Alright, I'm just checking out other rooms as well before I do this. Always good to just do a quick look-see. So the backstory here is that this was a giant mansion, basically. A lot of family members in here, and the father went insane and killed everybody. Now, the father, it is believed, was possessed by a demon, hence why us as ghost hunters are in this location. We're trying to determine whether this is true or not. There's no activity.
Checked the wardrobe in the laundry room.
Okay.
No signs of forced entry, damage, or any visible cause for the movement. Everything appears normal. Heading back to the van to continue monitoring the feeds.
All right, so we'll we'll head back to the van. Now, a lot of this artwork, I mean, it's very obvious. Some of it is AI generated, so possibly that photo is AI generated. But you can definitely tell for some of the stuff, like it's it's very obviously AI generated. But again, this game is made by two guys, so it's understandable that it's not going to be like a AAA title, but to me it's just as good. As I said before, I've never been disappointed by this game company's games. They've always released really high quality products for less than the cost of a cup of coffee. Alright, let's check out some other rooms. Hearing a pounding sound, but again, I don't know if that's from the music or if that is actual spirits. Okay. Alright, we got activity here for sure. Everything's just got flung off the counter. And the lights are going crazy. Alright, let's go check it out.
Camera 3, kitchen feed. Noticed some kitchen utensils just flew off the counter on their own. No obvious source of disturbance. Also seeing a strange flickering light coming from the counter. No electrical issues on record. Proceeding inside to investigate further. Check the kitchen. Everything appears normal, except for the utensils. They are laying all around. Looks like some force has thrown them around. Have to be more attentive now.
I think the only thing strange about all of this is that there's way too much. There's like there's way too much blood everywhere. I mean, I get that it was a big family that got murdered, but they've literally layered the entire house with blood. It just seems kind of odd to me. I mean, I think even the back swimming pool is just like, if I remember correctly, has like, yeah, it's just soaked in blood. It's just strange. Anyway, I don't think there's anything going to be happening in the swimming pool. So let's head back to the van and look at our cursed feed. Ha 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 ha. All right. Actually, I'm gonna go look at something, because why did that camera change location? Yeah, I'm curious what that white thing is at the bottom of the bookcase there, on the top of the stairs. Because I swear when I went up there, I didn't see anything on the floor. Oh, okay. It's just a scrap of paper. All right. Now again, we are still going to go into part 2 of Lollipop Chainsaw Repop at some point very soon. As well, we're going to be checking out Phasmophobia at some point as well on the PS5. But in the meantime, I figured tonight play a little indie game that's also horror related. Also, we're going to be checking out Silent Hill Remake on the PS5, and if I can find a way to do it, we will try to stream Indiana Jones and the Great Circle in December, when it releases for the Xbox Series X. Okay, so that banging is definitely part of the music. I'm almost thinking that if I turn off the music, I'm not going to hear any of those sound effects. Okay, bottom right corner, looks like we got a dead bird with a bunch of worms. Those are either worms or maggots crawling around. Let's go check that out.
Observed a dead crow and worms around a light fixture in the main living room on camera 2. The presence of these elements is unusual and concerning. I am certain there is some form of paranormal activity occurring in this residence. I'm proceeding to document and investigate this anomaly in person. As I head back to my van, I should remain vigilant and continue observing for camera feeds for any anomalies. However, I'll be pausing my voice recordings for now. The use of these recorders might attract unwanted, otherworldly entities. It's crucial to proceed with caution and avoid drawing any additional attention to myself. I shall continue to monitor the camera feeds. If I witness an anomaly, I will proceed with caution. Enter the house to determine the cause of such anomaly in its own spot.
Yeah, that's the weird part. Is that now for the rest of the game it's just going to be all text because he says he doesn't want to talk on the recorder anymore. Which is just as well, I guess. So when the text comes up, I'll read it. But yeah, let's continue looking at these camera feeds. See what else we can find. I'm curious what that note is on that trash bin there. I'm gonna check that out quickly. Because it looks very stand outish. And while I'm doing that, I'm curious about this. Oh, this is something we can pick up. Excavation site safety. Safety of the team members is paramount in every archaeological dig. Special precautions should be taken when encountering remnants related to magic. Protective charms. Workers at the excavation site can protect themselves from potential malevolent effects by using protective charms. Expert consultation. When encountering artifacts related to magic, it's important to consult with an expert wizard or an ancient languages specialist. Team training. The excavation team needs to know how to react in case of encountering magic. Austin Henry Layard, archaeologist. Material analysis. Objects and remains found should be carefully analyzed to determine any potential magical effects. Documentation. Detailed recording of all findings and observations is crucial for further examination and research. Heinrich Schleiman, archaeologist. Caution. The use of information obtained from archaeological excavations related to magic requires great care and caution. Playing with these powers in an uncontrolled manner can lead to serious consequences. When dealing with remnants related to magic, it is recommended that the knowledge be used only for scientific purposes and refrain from attempting any rituals. Otherwise, you may encounter unexpected and terrifying results. Knowledge and power come with responsibility. All right. Oh, added to our documentation. That's cool. Oh, that's a wine glass. I was wondering what the hell I was seeing. All right, so let's go check out the laundry room. See a note here. A warning about the laundry room. When you feel like someone is watching you as you turn off the lights, you're not mistaken. I love how they put a smiley face next to it. So don't be scared. You know, just because somebody's stalking you. Look, this map seems to show Richard's secret paths. Family portrait and sketch. It looks like a tender moment between a mother and her baby. If you notice anything strange or feel uneasy, leave immediately and close the door. Try not to enter here alone at night. Well, we've already failed that. We've already failed doing that because, you know, we have definitely entered here alone and at night, so. I mean, with all this archaeological evidence that the father has brought back, it's no surprising that this place is haunted. Strange occurrences are happening at the excavation site, as if the curse of the past still envelopes us. I don't know what to do. There must be a way to stop these afflictions. I've seen this photo used so many times in games, this exact photo. This photo was also in RoboCop, Rogue City. It seems to be a go-to photo for game developers for whatever reason. I don't know why. It looks like an old World War II photo. But I've seen it so many times used in various video games by not just indie developers, but AAA developers as well. See, it just seems to be that photo that everybody seems to cling to. Alright, let's look at the camera feeds again. Hey James, how are you doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. We're just playing Cursed Feed. This is an indie horror game where we're a ghost hunter investigating a mansion where a mass murder happened. Supposedly, the owner who murdered his entire family, the father who murdered his entire family, claims to be possessed. So we're just determining whether there's any ghost activity in said residence. So this is a really good indie game. It's made by Prestige Interactive. So this is made in Unreal Engine 5 by 2 developers. Literally 2 guys. And the game costs less than a cost of a cup of coffee. This game is literally $1. And all of Prestige Interactive games are always usually about $1. That's not a sale price. That's the actual retail price. And I gotta say, I am a huge fan of Prestige Interactive. You can actually visit their YouTube channel. Just go to Prestige Interactive on YouTube, and they stream a lot of their games. And they're actually really outgoing and nice people. And they make really good, high-quality games for literally $1.
Just rewatching your Disney stream with Stu the Minecraft one and died laughing. Stu is sure a character.
Stu is
all the bodies.
Stu is definitely a character. You're right there. Where are all the bodies? So this is after, I believe, the police have. Hello, we've got some activity on that mirror there. Okay, so let's go investigate that. That is strange for sure. So this game is really cool because it incorporates live actors with Unreal Engine 5 visuals. So the ability to incorporate that is not easy to do, and they do it really well. And again, this game is made by 2 guys.
I don't get his whole masturbating, but though.
Oh, Stu? Yeah, he's just being silly. He's a funny guy, man. I don't know what to tell you. He's a silly man. But hey, it's always good to make jokes whenever you're gaming. If you're always serious all the time as a live streamer, it's kind of gets boring after a while. See, I know. See, now I understand why everybody was murdered. The father got pissed off. They never cleaned up after themselves, so he's just like, oh, fuck it. I'm gonna kill them all. They never clean up. It's always a mess everywhere. Nah, but he claims that he was possessed. He was an archaeologist. He brought back something from Egypt, ancient Egypt or something like that, and some cursed artifact, and apparently it possessed him. So we want to go into this room. This is where the mirror was doing its funky chicken thing there. Alright, and of course we have nothing. Nothing
I
wrong
would
with the
not
mirror.
want to have this type of job, especially a crime scene cleaner.
Oh well, we're not a crime scene cleaner. We're a paranormal investigator, and we're here illegally. So the police never told us to come here or anything like that. My understanding of this is that the character that we play as found out about the murder and found out what the father was saying and decided, hey, I'm a paranormal investigator. I'm going to come here illegally when the police have gone home for the night from investigating the crime scene, and just set up cameras everywhere and attempt to see if there's any ghost activity. That's my understanding of it. So he is not a crime scene cleaner. He's just an independent ghost hunter.
Oh my bad, I figured that's what you were with all the blood.
No. So the blood is too excessive in my opinion. That's the only complaint I have for this game. But again, it is a game that is $1. Quite literally $1. That's the regular retail price of the game. That's not a sale price. All of PlayStage Interactive games are $1. And honestly, the best dollar you'll ever spend, because these guys make amazing games. But yeah, so going back to what I was saying. So yeah, all the blood here is kind of excessive. I don't think I would have, as a game developer, if I was a game developer, I wouldn't put down nearly as much blood as they put down everywhere. I think it's a bit too excessive. Because it's all over the place. And I'm like, when there's a murder, it's not, the blood is not just spread all over the house. It's usually in a confined space. Like here, it's like it's everywhere. It's like like why is it like all? It's on the toilet seat, for Christ's sake. It's just everywhere, and that doesn't make any sense to me, at all. So that's my only complaint about the game. I mean, he's trying to make it scary, obviously, but having blood practically everywhere in the house just comes off as almost fake looking. All right, let's go back to our camera feeds and see what else we can find. So we determined that the reflection we were seeing in the mirror was in fact spiritual activity. It's not happening anymore either. I actually got to talk to the creators of this game the other day, actually. So I think they're out of Poland. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they're out of Poland. And it's two guys. Literally two guys. And all of their games seem to be horror related. I don't think I've seen... I think they're just now starting to go into like science fiction related games, but for the most part it's been horror and mostly ghost related. This is their best one out of all of the ones they've released so far, in my opinion. I will stream some of their other games at some point, some of their older titles. But again, every single one of their games is available for the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, and they go for about $1. And again, that's not retail. That's not a sale price. That is the actual retail price. And again, for that price, I do think that the games are definitely highly worth it. I've always had a lot of fun playing their games. Now, this game may seem very simple, looking at cameras, going and checking if if whatever is happening in the house is actually happening. It gets a lot more involved than that. This is the first step of the game. So the first step is determining that the house is definitely haunted. Then afterwards, we're going to go in with an EMF reader, and we're going to do a full, thorough investigation of the house, and that's when shit really hits the fan. I just noticed there's a note on that little wooden box in that bedroom. I'm going to go check that out quickly. I'm wondering if that's something I can look at. Those doors open really slowly. Oh yeah, that is something I can look at. I can't read it very well, but it looks like a drawing of a woman. Don't think I can zoom that in. Okay. Well, that was completely uneventful. I thought it was going to be something a little bit more interesting than that. Definitely some knocking going on. Now, to me, it's very impressive that they've programmed this game so that you can pretty much open every single drawer and cupboard. Completely unnecessary, because like that's not what we're here to do. But I do appreciate the extra attention to detail of just being able to like look through practically everything. It's kind of cool. Not needed. Definitely not needed, but it's a nice added feature. What is? Oh, that's a clock. Okay, I was like, what the hell is that? Now this is the door to the basement. This doesn't open up until we come in with the EMF reader. But I can assure you that what we find in the basement later on, it's going to be interesting. That's for sure. Interesting too that there is no repeat textures and repeat graphics on anything. So normally game developers, especially indie developers, when you're opening drawers, at least in the past, it would always be usually the same objects, the same books, or the same kind of shit inside of it. But it looks like these guys have put all original and interesting things into each of these drawers. So it's always something different. Oh, it's a... What is that? Oh, it's a toolbox, is it? Yeah, it looks like a toolbox. At first I thought it was a frying pan. I'm like, why is a frying pan in with glue? Smoke Me. It's an interesting brand for a cigarette. Smoke Me. I'm waiting for the day when they just call them lung cancer sticks. So that's what they should be called. That's what all cigarette smoking companies should name their cigarettes. Lung cancer sticks. Would stop a lot of people from smoking pretty quickly when they see that on the cover. All right, let's continue to look at these feeds. It looks like I just saw a orb in this room, possibly. I saw something floating for a split second over by the dryer. What the hell is that? Those moths just randomly appearing right... There's nothing there. Whoa, hello. Okay, lady? Flies! I'd be more concerned about the fact that some woman just appeared right in front of you and just disappeared into thin air. But, okay. Sure, I guess the flies are important too. So that's also what I was saying about how they incorporate live actors against in this environment. It's really well done. And as you can see, it worked perfectly, right? Oh, I didn't realize I can zoom in. Shit, that would have been useful earlier when I was trying to read what was on that drawing. But yeah, it's seamlessly done. It's kind of like almost like an FMV game, but it's not. And I'm very impressed. Given that this game is made by two guys, I'm very impressed with the detail and the fact that they're able to incorporate FMV segments into the Unreal Engine 5 rendered environments so crisp and cleanly that it kind of just fits together. That's pretty impressive, especially for a game that's $1. It's very impressive, actually. That banging sound sounds like it's coming from a floor above, but that doesn't make any sense because the second floor, there is no third floor. It's just the roof. So either Santa Claus is wandering around as I'm trying to do a paranormal investigation, or I don't know. Like it's not coming from any of the rooms here. It sounds more like stomping coming from a floor above, which again does not make sense. Is that an... Hang on. What the hell was that note there? Let's go back to that TV room for a second. All right, there's a note there. What does that even say? To look down to... What?
Check the attic.
Check the attic? I don't think there's an attic. Not that I've seen. The attic would be accessible from the second floor. This is the second floor. So let's check. We'll check all of the ceilings here and see if there's an attic. But I don't think there's an attic. That's why I said earlier that it's probably just Santa Claus just running around on the roof. That bastard. I'm trying to do a paranormal investigation. Can he not come back with his gifts? Alright, let's, yeah, there's nothing in here, that's for sure. Another, I want to quickly point something out to people who don't know this, but if by any chance you upload photos on Facebook or any kind of a social media platform, game companies can take your photos by just going to Google. I'm not saying these guys did this, but game companies can take your photos. So any photo you upload can be found easily on Google just by searching up images on Google. And then game developers can take your photo and put them into their games. Now, I'm not saying that this company has done this, but I've seen game companies do it before. AAA developers, actually. The guys who made Insomniac Games, the guys who made the Spider-Man games, that's exactly what they did. They took photos from Google Images, doctored them slightly, and then put them into their games as like picture framed photos. So be aware anytime you're uploading stuff on the internet, specifically photos of family and friends, that if they are found on Google Images, there's a high chance that they could be used in a video game without your permission, and you'll never know. Now, in the case of this game, a lot of the stuff that they're using is AI generated, and I can tell it's very obvious that it's AI generated, and so in this case, it's not images stolen from Google. Come to think of it, I think most modern developers nowadays are probably going to stick with AI images instead of taking images from Google. They'll probably just use generation and create their own images for portraits and stuff like that in games. There was definitely a clicking sound that just happened there. Not seeing any activity. No more thumping going on. Now that light that you're seeing on that flashes on and off against that window there, that's not spiritual activity. There's a TV on in this room, and that's what that light is. That's a reflection of that TV. So that's nothing related to any ghosts. Now again, the house was left in this state because the police are still investigating, so they never turned off anything. That's why all the lights are on, and that's also why the TVs are left on. At least that's my understanding of it, because otherwise they would have turned everything off. What the hell is going on here? Okay. That looks like blood leaking from the ceiling. Alright, so let's go investigate that. See, again, these floors here, that's... Wait a minute. No, that's right. Hang on. There's got to be a third floor. Unless... maybe not. Yeah, nothing's leaking. So that was definitely spiritual. The fuck? Hello? Okay. Could you maybe do your crying a little bit later, like after I leave? That would be nice. Oh, a journal. February 2nd, 2004. I didn't even want today to begin. Everywhere I look, all I can think about is the excavations. That mysterious object my dad found. Mom's worried too. Seeing them just fills me with dread, because I know they're scared too. I barely spoke to anyone at school today. This big secret inside me has built a wall between me and my friends. I'm scared to tell them what's really going on, because I'm afraid no one will believe me or understand. So I always feel alone because I can't share my fears with anyone. February 14th, 2004. There was a big argument between Mom and Dad today. Dad wants to delve deeper into the findings from the excavations, but Mom hates it. The tension between them is poisoning the atmosphere at home. February 22nd, 2004. I've been waking up with nightmares lately. In my dreams, a dark force surrounds us, and I don't know what to do against it. Even when I wake up, I'm still trembling. I've decided to learn more about Dad's excavations. Maybe this way, I can face my fears. But at the same time, learning more scares me even more. Something changed at school today. My friends finally started talking to me. I didn't tell them everything, but I feel a little relieved. Maybe sharing this secret will make me feel less alone. Alright, is that it? Yeah, alright. Any other things I can DJ Bassmaster? Now again, a lot of people think that AI generation has come so far, blah blah blah, that it's hard to tell the difference between something that's AI generated and not, and that's actually not the case. A lot of AI generation, there's always flaws in the AI generated images because AI has not evolved to the point where it can truly understand things. So as an example, like this is AI generated, and you can tell that that's, you know, that's AI generated art. Same with this. Now, AI generation can do weird things. So like, say like you grab an AI generator and you want to have the AI do a live photo of, like, say, a boxing match or something like that. Oftentimes it will generate that pretty good, but there's going to be flaws in that photo. Whether somebody in the background has a third arm, 3 eyes, 2 noses, something like that. There's always going to be something in those photos, those AI generated photos, that throws it off and makes you go, well, okay, this is either AI generated or that guy in the background is a mutant. One of the two. So AI generation has not come as far as people want to claim it has. It's actually pretty flawed still. And that's why I always know when something's AI generated, because it's very simple to tell. Just by looking, the foreground will always look good. It's the background that you want to look at, because the background on AI generated images is always screwed up somehow. Anyway, let's go back to our investigation here.
get his whole masturbating, but though I would not want to have this type of job.
Apologize,
especially a
guys. My
crime
bot is
scene
having a little hiccup there and
Oh my
repeating
God, I
old
figured that's what
messages
you were
from the
with all
live
the blood.
stream. This happens
Check the
occasionally.
attic.
I apologize. Alright, I'm not seeing much of anything. I did hear that banging again. Now that sound could either be coming from the attic or the basement. Now the basement is accessible at some point, but just not yet. Sounds like, is that the door rattling? It sounds like a door being rattled. Not picking anything up just yet, but again, sometimes this takes time. You're not going to find ghost activity right away. Persistence in these games, or at least, not persistence. Well, I guess it is persistence as well, but being able to just sit and wait for, oh, hello, that book's on fire. Okay. That's definitely strange. No fire alarms going off, which is interesting, which leads me to believe that the book is probably not on fire. Yeah, of course it's not. No sign of fire. Should go back to my van to continue monitoring.
I don't get his whole masturbating, but though I would not want to have this type of job, especially a crime scene cleaner.
Would help
oh
if...
my bad, I figured that's what you were with all the blood. Check the attic.
That bot is having a heyday tonight, I'm telling you. Repeating all of your messages over and over and over. Alright. So, that was definitely spiritual. To some degree. I love how he disguises his van as a news van, but anybody with a lick of brain sense in this community, because there's thousands of houses around here, they're going to realize that this is not what this is. I mean, he's got... I don't know. Maybe they would fall for it. Who knows? But it just seems kind of odd. Guy running in and out constantly, checking news feeds. You'd think that sooner or later somebody in the area would question it. Whoa! Okay. Full body ghost right there. Interesting. And again, that looking at that, that's so well done. That's so well incorporated how they did that. That's using the pre-rendered backgrounds, the rendered backgrounds of done in Unreal Engine 5, and then using FMV and incorporating it so well for an indie game. That's only $1. Like, I mean, that's incredible quality. I really like how they've done their games. It's very unique. Anyway, let's go check that out. What the shit? Okay, we can't go upstairs. Let's get the hell out of it. And we're locked out of the house. Well, ain't that just fantastic? Hey, at least we got onions and bread. And Okay. Well, that just happened. What? Is it raining blood? Oh. Okay. Well, this is happening. And I'm locked out still. Well, this couldn't have possibly gotten any worse. Yeah. You know, I guess we figured out where the blood is all coming from. Am I gonna end up drowning? What's going on here? Oh no, it just stopped rising.
Hello. I don't get his whole masturbating, but though.
Stupid freaking bot,
job,
man!
especially a crime scene
Every
cleaner.
freaking 5 minutes.
Oh my bad, I figured that's what you were with all the blood. Check the attic.
So I can't leave. At least the cameras are not like layered in blood. Just everything else is. Can I open the bathroom door? Oh, I can. Let's try going out the back door. I don't think this is going to work. The ghost is probably, yeah, the ghost is keeping me inside. How is the TV still working? That's not how that works. Normally when there's like any kind of a liquid substance thrown onto a TV, it generally stops working. It doesn't just... That'd be like drowning a TV in water. Is this gonna stop at all? That would be nice. Oh, hi there. I love how calm our character is about all of this. Like, he's not questioning this at all. The fact, I guess, at this point it doesn't matter, though, because he's already experienced paranormal activity on the cameras anyway, so it's just like, what more proof do we need at this point? What the shit? Oh, this demon's been busy. Alright. Better not have freaking blocked off the main entrance. What?
You have one new message. Received today at 2:52.
Hey Richard, it's Dylan. Been trying to reach you, man. I'm getting seriously worried here. I heard whispers about this forbidden ritual you were digging into. Look, I know you've always been into the ancient stuff, This sounds like a whole different league. What about Margaret and Emily? Are they okay? Please call me back as soon as you get this.
What am I hearing? Is it?
Hey Jess, I know this sounds insane, but I think my dad is trying to kill me. I can't go to the cops. The school counselor already thinks I'm losing it. Probably schizophrenic. You're the only one I can trust right now. If something happens to me, please, find a way to open my locker at school. I've hidden notes in there about my dad. You have to get them to the police. If I can't, you're my only hope.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. I swore I heard water dripping earlier. Alright. I've got another phone going off. .3D audio places it right here. Okay.
Hi, Mumsy. I think Richard has completely lost it, and I can't get him to see a doctor. I'm going to take Emily and spend the weekend at a friend's place. We'll lay low for a bit there, so don't worry if you don't hear from me for a while.
It's coming from upstairs. Now you guys can't tell with the audio because you're watching it on YouTube, but on PS5 with the latest updates, all games run in 3D audio, so you're able to determine where all the noises are coming from in your game based on 3D audio. So you put on a pair of headphones and it's like you're actually there. It's really cool.
I have a warning for you.
None of this makes any sense. I don't understand the hospital stuff appearing here. Only because, my understanding, he wasn't a doctor. He was just an archaeologist. And he traveled to Egypt and stuff like that, found an ancient artifact. Why would there be all this hospital gear? Oh, hello.
Seen a crime scene or even want to, but I imagine there's not this much blood at all.
Exactly. No, there isn't. That's just the developer's way of making it more scary, I suppose. Yeah, no, there's not this much blood at crime scenes. Absolutely not. Unless it was a mass murder. The hell? I'm being dragged? Lady, just stay there. Please don't get up. The last thing I need is you running around after me. Oh, good. I'm locked in this room. Whoa! Hello. Gee, aren't you a pretty... Are you a doll? Your fingers are so weird. Alright, you just stare at the wall. I'll see you later. Don't forget to send me a postcard from the wall. Okay. Are these all locked? Okay. What is left to do? Basement? No. Maybe the TVs? There's got to be something that we're missing here. Let's check this TV out. Oh, here we go.
Daddy, please. I don't want to move abroad. I'm happy here. I don't want to see the school counselor. There is nothing wrong with me.
The demonic whispering says otherwise. Just saying. I think like everything's wrong with this entire family based on what I'm seeing.
Daddy, please, I don't want to be part of your rituals or whatever sick games you are playing. Just leave me alone. Mom, Dad has been acting very strange lately. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah. Alright. So those are the two TVs downstairs. There's got to be TVs up here somewhere. Oh. Oh. Well, there we go.
Richard, why are you always studying animal anatomy? I thought you were an archaeologist. Have you been lying to me?
And again, do you see how seamless all of this FMV segment is mixed in with the Unreal Engine 5 visuals? It's very well done. And again, for a game that's $1, man, I wish most AAA companies were this quality, for crying out loud.
Richard, whatever you do, please don't drag Emily into any of this. Why are you obsessed with your work? Is this really part of your work?
I can hear something. No? That's weird. I'm hearing running water, but it's not coming from this bathroom. Where the hell is it coming from? Nothing? Much as I don't want to be back in here again. Is she gone? Oh good, she's gone. Well, that's fantastic. That's not fantastic at all, actually. It's the opposite of fantastic. Alright. Nothing in here. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's get out of here. Anything in the laundry room? Laundry room is closed. That room's open. Bathroom, everything's okay. That room's still closed. What the hell was that? Oh, hi. I'm not interested in being the main course. Thanks, though.
I just made a clip of your video, not sure if it worked though.
Oh, that's cool, man. Appreciate that. Is this the bathroom that's making all the noise? It is not the bathroom that's making all the noise. Okay, so I don't know where all that running water is coming from, unless it's just a sound effect. Oh, we finally have access to the... That's a really weird thing to have on a wall. We finally have access to the basement, which is where most of the spiritual activity is taking place. There's nothing really down here, but we have an extra door here.
Woke up in a strange dungeon beneath the Thornvale family residence's basement. I can feel a strong, paranormal presence all around. My ears are ringing with strange noises. I need to use my spirit box to capture any ghostly voices. The closer I get to the source, the clearer the sounds I'll be able to record.
Alright, now here's where we use the EMF reader in this massive basement. Now, this is interesting. This entire basement is concealed. Or was concealed at one point. How are those books... What? Oh, okay. Alright, anyway, that was strange. This damn basement just goes down and down and down. It's like a freaking dungeon. I guess I spoke too soon. This is literally a dungeon. Okay. What's over here? Looks like we got some stuff over here. A fridge. Has somebody been living? Somebody's been living down here. Demonic cow skull. Always something to have right next to your bed when you're sleeping. Yeah, that's definitely something most normal people do. Yeah. Okay. So let's... That is a half-severed cow. Okay. Is that the other half of him? I mean, when you can't afford to get your groceries at the grocery store, I guess. Hello, hello. Any spirits down here that want to say hi? I've got a spirit box with your name on it. Oh, hello. We're definitely picking something up. Oh! Have to capture all ghost voices. Looks like there are more of them around. Alright. This goes up. endless corridors in this freaking basement. So I think we've more than determined that this guy was possessed when he killed his family, and God only knows what the hell he was doing in this basement without them knowing. Freaking demonic shit for sure. We got another ghost. There are more of them around. Now, I should probably tell you guys that you cannot die in any of PlayStation Interactive's games. This is not a survival horror. This is more of a adventure puzzle solving game than anything else. There is no your character cannot die at all. There is a lot of messing around trying to find all the ghosts, all that kind of stuff. But it's not like a Silent Hill or a Resident Evil. It's not that kind of a game. That's the demon. Is that... I think that's all of the... Oh no. Looks like there's still more of them to find. That was definitely the demon. So we do know now that there is a demon inside this home. Seems like there's multiple ghosts and a demon. Always fun for the whole family. Where did I come from? Alright, here we go. Still more? How many freaking ghosts are down here, man? This is crazy. Somebody call in the Ghostbusters, for Christ's sakes. Oh wait, I am a Ghostbuster. This is where we came from. I don't know where the other ghosts would be. I feel like we've been everywhere. This leads nowhere. Unless there's a, yeah, no. Yeah, that's not an angel. I'm sorry to have to tell you that. That's a freaking... Okay. That's the room we were just at, down below. Okay, so... Wait. Were we here? Maybe we weren't down here. Not getting anything on EMF. Oh, here we go. Oh. That is a hell of a lot of ghosts. Holy shit. It's at least 15. Or demons, unless it's a basement full of demons. 4 months later.
Well. Back to the Thornvale residence. I got a word from a local real estate agent that the place is up for sale. Posing as a potential buyer gives me the perfect excuse to check things out. I'm particularly interested in listening for any ghostly voices, and I'm definitely curious about the basement. There shouldn't be any trace of that dungeon, but I need to see for myself, just to be sure.
Okay, so this is 4 months later after the house has been, the neighborhood is really nice. Visiting it in the daytime, it's really pretty. Alright, so, this is 4 months later after the house is up for sale, and we're posing as, we're still playing the same dude, but we're posing as a buyer interested in the house. So first thing I want to do is make sure that they cleaned the blood out of the swimming pool. Okay, yeah, all right, that's good. That's always good for buyers. They should have mowed the lawn, but you know, fair enough. Okay, let's check this place out. Oh, we're doing EMF again. Holy shit. This place has definitely been remodeled. And that's going to piss off the ghosts even more. Because, you know what? Ghosts hate it when they're haunting a place and you remodel it. That's what pisses them off. And you fucking remodeled it. You put in a whole new freaking fireplace, for crying out loud. That isn't good. That is, you're just asking for trouble. Wow, they've totally remodeled everything. All the old furniture is gone. There was a table here before. There's nothing here. The paintings are all different. No, wait. They kept some of the old paintings. That's strange. Curious if that family portrait is still over here. Nope. Okay, the family portrait was replaced. Same with that one diagram there. Everything's gone. It's so weird seeing it remodeled. Let's check the basement. Oh.
Imagine if you went into one of the houses and someone started chasing you with a knife.
Yeah, that wouldn't be in this game, James. That would be more so in like a Silent Hill or Resident Evil or something. None of the PlayStation interactive games have any of that kind of stuff. They do have jump scares, but there is no threat against your character. Which is also why I like them, because they're just really well written and just really cool. Just interesting concepts. I'm glad this company exists. And I will continue to support them. Holy... Okay, you guys have totally renovated this. The bed was a lot bigger before, but it was also covered in like 5,000 pounds of blood. Oh, wow. The bathroom looks totally different. Oh, replace the office with a walk-in closet? It's way more spacious now, because they had like desks in here and like the easel with the painting on it. And remember all that stuff? They had tables and chairs and stuff everywhere. Now it's so spacious. It's huge. It's such a big living space. Now that they've removed everything. Laundry room still kind of looks the same. They kept this freaking haunted closet, which is the stupidest thing they could have done. There's still remnants of blood left over on the windows from when that blood was trickling down the windows when we were investigating it earlier. That's weird. You would think they would clean the windows. Oh. Wow. This room's totally different too. It had a really nice bed in it before, a really big queen-size bed. Now it's a little cot. Jesus, yeah, they've totally remodeled this entire house. This is not good. This is just gonna cause. There you go. Okay, the ghost is still here.
I think I've seen enough of this house. Clearly, the Thornvale residence is still crawling with paranormal activity.
Yep.
It's time to head back to my office and figure out my next move in this case.
Let's get the hell out of here. We're not buying this place. Oh, here we go.
Hey, just wanted to check in if you have visited the house at 45 Mill Road.
Yeah, just finished touring it.
So, what do you think about it?
Nah, I think I'll pass with this one.
Okay then, we'll be in touch. I'll let you know if we have a similar listing.
I would need to go to counseling if I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, just a bit. I've actually lived in haunted places before in the past. That's why I really like ghost games and ghost TV shows and things. Because I've actually lived in haunted locations. Someone left a VHS tape on my doormat? Thornvale family. An old VHS tape with label Thornvale family. Thornvale is the house that we were just at, the haunted house. The owners of the house were called the Thornvilles, or Thornvales, I guess. This is my office. I don't think I'm a maybe I am a detective. I don't know.
Oh wow, did you ever see anything like this?
Did I ever see anything like this? What do you mean? I'm confused. No, I guess I would be a paranormal investigator. That's fluorescent light usually used in ghost hunting. I don't know why he's got it turned on and just wasting batteries, but... No, I guess this guy is a paranormal investigator because it looks like he's investigated multiple cases.
When you lived in a haunted house.
Oh! No, well, no, I didn't see, like, actual people, like, actual ghost people or anything like that. But I did have weird shit happen, absolutely. Yes, there was a, one of the places I lived in, there was, so, how do I explain this? So there's a big hallway that the living room overlooked, and at the end of the hallway there was the kitchen. And me, my landlord, and my roommate were in the living room watching TV. And we glanced quickly down the hall to where the kitchen was. And there's a clock on the wall, and the clock didn't fall off the wall, it flew off the wall and hit the adjacent wall on the opposite side of the kitchen. So think of it like the clock literally being thrown off the wall, but thrown across to the adjacent wall and smashing. We literally watched that happen. And then my landlord was like, "Oh, I automatically knew it was a ghost because what the hell else is that going to be?" And then the landlord was like, "No, it's just a draft." I'm like, "Do you honestly think I'm an idiot? That's not a draft. A draft doesn't do that. Like, I'm not stupid." And then I did some background research onto that property and found out that yes,
Geez, that's scary.
That yes, it is a haunted property. Yeah, it was. I don't think we were necessarily scared, more so like shocked than anything else. It was just strange. I don't think we were. I don't remember us being scared though. Just confused. Why is your property so freaking dark, bro? Jesus, were you stocking up for COVID-19? Alright, so this I understand. This is a dark room, but why is the rest of his property so freaking dark? Oh, that's the door. Alright, let's watch this videotape, I guess. There's nothing much to interact with here.
Hey, detective, listen closely. The Thornvale family case is way out of your league. Stay away from it, and don't ever speak of it again. What happened there is none of your concern. Let this tape be a reminder. We know every move you make, and we're watching you. Now, turn off this TV. Forget everything you saw at the Thornvale house, and never go back.
Hold on. They use my own voice filter to record this. That means they've got access to everything. My office, my files, my computer, my gear, even my thoughts. This is deeper than I realized. I'll take a moment to clear my head, but I'm not backing down. I won't let this case go unfinished.
And there's the two guys that worked on the game. Look at that. That's the credits. That's what I'm saying, man. This game was made by two guys. Very impressive for an indie game. And that was Cursed Feed, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's a really good game. We're approaching the 2-hour mark, so that's a great time to experience the full game. Now, this will probably get a sequel based on how it ended. I would assume so. God only knows when it'll come out, but this guy generally releases at least 5 games, 5 to 10 games a year. So he releases quite a lot of games quite regularly. And he's got tons of horror games, mostly ghost related, a lot of science fiction games, a couple of fantasy. He's got one where you play as a plague doctor. That's kind of cool. But yeah, no, there's a lot of, and all of them are done in Unreal Engine 5, so they're very pretty to look at, very visually appealing. And I noticed that a lot of his games use live actors as well. In the just like this one did for the ghosts, he uses a lot of live actors, which is really neat. I like that. So all in all, I really love Cursed Feed, and I equally love PlayStage Interactive. Now, if you want to see them, they have a YouTube channel themselves, the game developers of this game, and it's PlayStige Interactive. PlayStage Interactive. You can find them on YouTube. Check them out. Also, if you're interested in their games, please consider buying them. I mean, they're only $1. You can't go wrong. They may be a little bit short, but I mean, they're enjoyable and they're fun to replay. I've replayed Cursed Feed a couple of times now, and I don't get sick of it. I actually really enjoy it. So anyway, thank you very much to everybody tuning in tonight and everybody watching after the fact. It's always greatly appreciated. If you guys like what you see, consider liking and subscribing. I cover PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, and VR games. If any of that interests you, consider liking and subscribing. Over on my YouTube channel, you'll find a playlist of all my previous streams. Check them out if you've missed anything. The last stream we did, Stu and I reviewed, checked out the Atari 50th Anniversary Celebration Collection, where we looked at a whole bunch of new Atari games, 19 in general, that were added to the collection. as well as watched a couple of videos talking about the very first console war between Atari and Intellivision. So you can check that out in the playlist section. As well, check out the joint collaboration section. That's the section where I've worked with YouTubers such as Stu's Game Reviews and Olaf Productions. You can find their videos in that section. If you like what you see in their videos, consider liking and subscribing to those YouTubers as well. And finally, the Pirates of the Geek Vortex podcast playlist section is in my playlist section as well. If you missed any of the previous podcasts, I believe one of them we covered a couple of weeks ago. We actually did one on ghosts, and we all had stories to share of paranormal occurrences. So if you missed that kind of stuff, simply go over to my playlist section, look up Pirates of the Geek Vortex podcast, and you'll find all of the podcasts in that section. Check them out. And until then, guys, I will be back in a couple of days. We're probably going to do some more of Lollipop Chainsaw Repop, Silent Hill 2 Remake, what else? Next month in December, I'm going to try and find a way to stream Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which is the latest Indiana Jones game coming out by Bethesda. And that should be a lot of fun as well. I've already watched gameplay of that, about 50 minutes of gameplay, and I gotta say I'm hooked. That game looks amazing and is very true to the original 3 Indiana Jones movies. So the timeline of this game, the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle game, takes place between the Temple of Doom and the Fate of Atlantis. So in between those 2 movies, and Troy Baker did a fantastic job as the voice of Indiana Jones. He sounds identical to a young Harrison Ford, so it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm very, very impressed by that game from what I've seen. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful night.
I would need to go to counseling if I saw that. Oh wow, did you ever see anything like this? When you lived in a haunted house. Geez, that's scary.
Okay, that was just the bot hiccuping, just making sure. Alright, until then, guys, have a wonderful night, and I'll see you soon at the Gamer's Grotto. I think Stu's going to be streaming something tonight, but I'm not entirely sure. If not, him and I will be on his channel tomorrow, and we'll be streaming something on there. So if you want to see that, that's tomorrow probably, or maybe later tonight, I'm not entirely sure. But either way, we'll be on there tonight or tomorrow at Stu's Game Reviews. Come check us out there, and if not, I will see you guys soon at the Gamer's Grotto. Tune in a couple of days on my channel where we stream something else. Take care and have a wonderful night.